full of beautiful women, but I'm on mine. Room full of women and they notice me.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Tyann and I am your certified Locs girly. So in this video, I'm going to show you how I achieved this look. I'm not sure what the name of this hairstyle is, but I'm calling it 2-strand extended lock twist with boho curls because why not? But I know a lot of people, it's like invisible locks, over your locks, or passion twist with boho curls. Like, you can do whatever you want with the name, but that's just what I know, okay? The highlight of this video is strictly on Icy Hair. Hair sent me 4 packs of their bulk hair. They sent me the 22 inches in deep curly. I can go ahead and show y'all what it looks like because I kind of have the hair just sitting out. Hold on, I'll be right back. Here, and this is what it looks like. Now, looks can be deceiving because when I pulled it out the pack initially, I was like, it looked a little boneless. It does, but once I separated the hair, like I thought I was gonna use the whole 4 packs, and I only ended up using 2 packs and use all the hair. So I was like, okay, you get a little bang for your buck. But yeah, the Icy Hair, bulk hair, it eats down. I've had it in for 2 days. So these clips that y'all about to see me, it's like when I'm doing my hair. That was about 2 days ago. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't moussed them since that video because y'all gonna see, girl, I was tired, okay? I ain't did my hair like this in a long time. But yeah, this is the hair I use. I get a lot of comments, what hair does she use? Screenshot it. Just screenshot it. I'ma wait. You screenshotted it yet? Let's go ahead and get into this tutorial before I yap y'all heads off. And I'm probably gonna yap y'all heads off in the clips that I recorded like 2 days ago. But that's not my business. But if you like me, just go ahead and keep watching, okay? I'll see y'all later.
So starting off, I want to get into how I separate the hair because I feel like that's one of the most important parts of a lock style. So I take the Cuban twist hair, which is already pre-sectioned. Once I separate it from the pack, I then go ahead and separate it in half again because I want to make sure that I get a seamless blend between my lock and then the extension hair. Because I know sometimes if you don't add enough hair, it'll look boneless, and you don't want no boneless hairstyle, okay? So once I go ahead and separate it, I just repeat this process on 1 pack at a time. So once I'm done with the pack, I'll open up another one and do the same process. I'm not gonna bulk and do all of them at once or open every pack at once because I just feel like to me it's a little wasteful. I just want to make sure I use the right and correct amount of hair so I know exactly what to tell y'all when y'all ask me how many packs I use. Now going into separating the boho curls, now it's a little different. I go and spray some oil sheen on the hair just so it's easy to manipulate when it comes down to separating each individual piece of hair. I just want to make sure that it's, easy to separate, it's more manageable. And then I go ahead and comb out the top, like almost near where a weft would be when you have a bundle. So just the top, just to make sure I get those, straggly pieces that's not a full curl, just to make sure I get those out the way. And once again, I go ahead and just repeat this process to the whole pack of hair. Then once I'm done, I'll go into styling my locks.
Question is why I do the things I do. Answer I may never find, but I'll always choose you. Wanna give up on you, but I know I can't. I put the blame on me for giving you chances to chance. And I try to be strong. I touch your breath on this time.
All right, I am all done with separating this hair. So let's go ahead and get into the lock style.
All right, I just got to separate the hair, but I'm gonna go grab a mirror because it's gonna get real. I want my stuff to look crispy.
All right, let's get into this tutorial. So y'all already know I'm gonna start off with freshly washed hair. My hair was partially dry when I decided to do this style. So I washed it and I dried it out for a little bit and then I got to retwisting. So I put my hair in a ponytail and then I knocked down this first row. Now I know you see all of this new growth. Now mind y'all, I haven't done a retwist in like over a month. So this is like a lot of new growth just growing out. So this is like the most I've ever grown out my locks. So with this retwist, I'm doing a little bit of interlocking and I'm retwisting just so I know my roots are gonna be a lot more secure when it comes down to when my hair grows out. So the products I use for my retwist, I use foaming lotion and lock and twist gel and a comb. I don't use clips anymore because I just feel like it takes too much time. But I go ahead and put that foaming lotion on my roots. I take a little bit of the lock and twist and I put it on my hand. And y'all know the drill. We go ahead and go in for a good retwist. So when parting my locks with this retwist, since it's been a while since I've had a retwist, I went ahead and up-combed and down-combed and I used my rat tail. And I just wanted to make sure that this retwist is gonna be extra crispy, fried hard, so that it just looks really good and it lasts a little longer than, you know, it should. Now, once I get that part extra crispy, as you can see, I go in with my locking gel and I just put a little bit at the top row and the bottom just to make sure I have a good part and it's, you know, looking really good for this retwist. So now it's time to separate the lock. I separate it, add a little bit of gel to the part so I can make it more defined. Then I go and add it to the root of the lock I'm going to retwist. Next step is I go in and interlock it. I interlock it about 2 or 3 times, probably more than that. And then I just retwist it, palm roll it all the way down. And I kind of overlap it over itself so that it stays in place. This helps with not being able to use the clips if you don't need to. If you want a more in-depth tutorial on how to achieve this look or just a regular retwist in general, I have a playlist that has how to do this in depth.
Y'all, I can't see. I need my glasses. I need my glasses.
Okay, so when it comes down to doing 2 strands, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I was struggling myself because I'm a little rusty with this hairstyle. Like I haven't done this in a couple of months. But basically, when you do a 2-strand twist with your locks, you're gonna retwist in the direction that you retwisted your lock, and then you're gonna flip it. So you're gonna twist and flip all the way down till you get to the end of your lock. So again, you're gonna twist in the direction and then you're gonna flip it, twist and flip. If I can, yeah, twist and flip, twist and flip, twist and flip. So it's the same. Now once I get to a spot to where I can turn and face the front and like just bring the lock to the front, I keep the same thing. So it's twist, flip, and then I go ahead and add my curly hair. Now with this boho curl, I take the end that's kind of straight and I just attach it to one of the locks. So I just stick it into one of the locks. So placing the curl in the lock, I have my pointer finger and my thumb finger, which is attached to one lock, and I just place that curly piece in there and I continue the same motions I've been doing, which is a twist and flip. And I do the same thing when it comes down to adding my lock extension. So once again, I take that Cuban twist hair, I place it the same way I place the curly hair in my pointer and my thumb, and I attach it to the other lock just like so, and I continue the same motion, twist and flip, twist and flip. So now y'all, this is a disclaimer. When you add your Cuban twist hair, make sure you're adding that hair close to the root so the extension does not slip as you wear the style. When I initially did this style the first time, I only added it to the ends, and baby, I was walking around on campus and you saw a little twist on the ground. It was very embarrassing, so this is just a PSA. You can add how many boho curlies pieces you want. I add like 3 or 4 in the back, nothing too crazy, but once I get to the front, I add more curls for more volume. Now this is also another important part. When you're coming to the end of your lock, this is when you want to add more Cuban twist hair so that your lock doesn't stick out. So I'll go ahead and grab another piece of the end, and depending on how thick your locks are, that depends on how much more Cuban twist hair you will add to the end of the lock. So if you have a thicker lock, you're gonna add more of the Cuban twist hair so it matches the thickness all the way from the root all the way to the end. And once again, you just repeat this process over and over and over again. This was the tutorial part. I know it was pretty long and lengthy, but I wanted to give a more in-depth tutorial on how to do this because I understand that it gets a little tricky. But the rest of the video, I'm gonna let my old self go ahead and just yap and talk. But yeah, if y'all have any other questions on how to fulfill this hairstyle, just go ahead and feel free and comment down below. Make sure that you subscribe as well because I have more content coming soon. And also, if you have any ideas of what you would like to see done next, go ahead and comment because I would love to see your input. All right.
I semi-finished the first one. Let me scoot back. Hold on. I don't want it to be this low. I'm cutting all this hair in half. So the 5 packs of 24 inch, if you want this length, you will need 5 packs. But since I'm cutting this in half, I don't think you'll need as much hair. But I separate the hair. I separated all these into pieces, cut it down the middle, and then
So here's another close-up of what I'm doing. So I'm just doing the same method, which is a twist and flip, and I make sure I do it kind of close together so that my twist won't be loose and it'll be tight. I'm just doing the same thing, adding that boho curly piece and holding it in between my pointer and thumb where I have one lock, and I just continue the motion, twist and flip.
Little bitch, I'm real bomb. I cannot relate to her. Come my nigga love bomb. Favorite song, come on, his up. T-shirt and panties on. No, he love big glove for sure. His favorite red bomb. He got motion.
So honestly, this style is pretty simple. It's just the same motions over and over again. I kind of prefer having the 2 strands more than the braids just because it's a lot less tension on my locks with the 2 strands. But other than that, it was pretty nice, pretty cool, and it's a really cute hairstyle, and I'm gonna have it in for like the next 3 weeks.
okay. So y'all, this is the length. And honestly, y'all, this curly hair is tea. I'm gonna hit y'all once this next row then. Okay. I finally do my hair. On these next rows, I'm gonna add a curly piece like closer to the root. Yeah. This is the hat. I'm gonna show you the back. I've been using the mirror, so we'll just see. Wait, but this is a little timestamp. Looks. I have 4 more rows to do, so there's the fun in that.
Y'all, I swear, sometimes I cannot take myself serious when I look back at my videos while I'm editing, but it took me a total of 9 hours to complete this style alone, with washing included. So I started at 3 o'clock and I got done around 12ish, so it was around 8 to 9 hours to complete this style. And also the main question is, would I do this style again? Most likely yes, but I always take a big break in between lock styles, especially lock styles that cause a lot of tension when it comes down to how much weight I'm putting on my locks. So these are pretty long, so it'll be a good break in between my next style if it's not a wig install. I honestly feel like this style took a lot longer than usual just because I had a lot of new growth. I haven't gotten a retwist or did a retwist on myself in a while, so I had to really reconstruct my parts a lot and really make sure that my parting and everything looks neat. Now, there are pros and there are cons to waiting a while to get a retwist. So one pro is that your hair grows, it retains its length to an extent, and it's just not that much manipulation. Now, a con is sometimes you can let your hair grow out too long and your roots have to hold the weight of that heavy lock, and it can cause your new growth to pop and detach from your lock, and now you have thinning roots. And that's honestly something that you don't want, because you want your locks to have longevity and you want them to be natural and healthy, and having too much or too little manipulation with your locks can affect how long they last and how healthy they are. So when growing your locks, you have to find that sweet spot to what's perfect for you and your hair and what you like And just keep that in mind when you think about getting locks or keeping your locks healthy for the long run.
I let you hold me, 'cause you know me. Lay your head on my pillow, touch is making me feel way. When I get around you, you lose it, 'cause I feel so comfortable with you.
So I am at the top of my head now. I have like 2 more rows left. I went ahead and just retwisted these, and like I just retwisted and then 2-strand twist them. I'm gonna do that to the rest of my head, so then all I have to do on these next ones is just twist them down.
With you, wanna go deep, intimate, that you really inside. You deserve it, on the line, lay your head on my pillow, say, ooh, touch it. When you touch, you know it's okay, ooh. When I get around you,
I'm not gonna lie, by the time I got to the front of my head, I just felt like, what am I doing? I feel like you can see it in my eyes. Like, it was 12 o'clock in the morning. I'm just on autopilot at this point. Honestly, as much as it kind of drains me to do this style and stand up for this long, it's always worth it at the end because I save money, I save time, and you know what? It's just super cute and I can't complain.
Your cries that can be heard from far and wide. It's only the two of us. Everything I need between those thighs. Every time I look into your eyes.
I will be dipping my hair tomorrow, but I'm going to show the final product as if I dip these ends. Now it's time to add mousse. Bitch, that's not the last one. I'm done. Yeah, I'm about to curl the ends. I don't have to worry about the hair being like straightened after I do.
I'll take some time just to get thankful that I had days full of you, before it winds down into the memories. It's all just memories now.
Why don't you love when I come around? Somebody fill you up, then I take it down. Why don't you love when I come around? Somebody fill you up, then I take.
I just got done dipping my ends.
Flight nigga can't even see me on way out of here. I'm too far to snap. Hermes ash with the top of my ash. Bitch so pretty, little better than Cassie. Puffin' on shooters that you calling me daddy. Walking on shit, turn it up and I gas. Came out the gutter, they ain't never me the swag. Secure the bag, got a bitch, I'm a bag. Turning it up, gotta make sure she good.
Alright y'all, that's the end of the video. I really hope that y'all enjoyed this video. Like I said earlier in the video, go ahead and comment down below what y'all like to see next. If you made it to the end of the video, put a pink heart. Because honestly, I'm keeping tabs on who's watching my videos all the way through and through so I can see who really messed with me. You know what I mean? But yeah, thank y'all for watching this video. I really appreciate the love and the support and just everything that y'all give me. Just out eats, like, can't nobody really tell me nothing right now. Like, I just really love my hair too much. Okay. But yeah, I'm gonna pop the Boho to my head because you know what? It's like, you can't really get a good hairstyle like this. It's tea. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe, like the video, and share it to somebody that you know has locks or needs to know how to do their locks. But yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye.